Hey guys, welcome back. This is a review I'm excited for. When I bought the gun, I wanted to do a review on it like as soon as I got it. But I wanted to give this gun some time, some seat time. I wanted to shoot it, get it broken in, and just see how I really liked it before I did a review. I don't want to have to do a review when I first got it and then come back later and be like, the gun's not exactly what I wanted. This gun has exceeded all of my expectations. I'm not a huge fan of the AR platform. I know a lot of people are, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's a great platform. But I've always liked the look and feel of AKs, and I just never really liked the side charging on the right side. That's why I thought I would like the Galil since it charges over here on the left. And so far, I love this gun. I love everything about it. There's not much I would change. But so far, the things I've done to this is I have put a ProTac flashlight with a Magpul aluminum mount on it. Got the touchpad on top. Got some Magpul backup sights, just a standard M bus. It's not even the Gen 3s. I got them. I do have Gen 3s on another gun, but I got to put the old Gen 2s on here. We put the EOTech XPS 3.0. It's got a BCM foregrip, so you can really pull that thing into your shoulder and rock some rounds out. It's got a factory folding stock. It's adjustable, and it came with this riser for the stock. I put this on because without it, the gun is really high. Just the way it's made. It's you see here's your top reel, and here's the top of your stock, and that really helps with a good cheek weld on this. And like it pulls in perfect without having to put a riser into this, like I've had to put on some other guns. Now, a lot of people argue and say that the Galil is just a knockoff of an AK, which it is very, very loosely built on what the AK is, but there are some differences. Um, the safety is a big difference on it. I know it's got a safety selector here. She's got a safety selector over there. I kind of like this. I know my wife's like, man, that is really stiff, and it is. You know what I'm saying? But I've gotten used to just using the my palm of my hand or my finger under my index finger and push forward to get it off fire and pull back to get it on safe. It just to me it seems more natural than trying to reach around here and yeah, I said reach around and flip the safety on. With the length of pull of this gun from here to here, it seems that I really don't need to extend this out because if I do extend it at all, it seems like it's a little big. And usually on my ARs, I got them out to about here. Just but out on this, it's just really far out there. But fully, in like that, it feels so natural. Like I don't have enough time to talk about how much I love this gun so much because I would bore you to death with the details. But if you were ever wanting a 7.62 39 and wanted something a little bit different than an AK, this would be the perfect route to go. Because if you were to buy an AK and get a decent AK, like one that's good for the money, you're looking at $1,500 and up. And a lot of people say the Palmetto States are good. Uh, I don't have any time with those at all. Never shot one. I got this old Norinco over here. Shot another Norinco. I've owned an Arsenal. I've owned a Century, which was my first AK, and I'm glad I got rid of it. But this thing here seems to shoot better than all of them. The action on it is just crazy smooth. I mean, it's just when you can rack it with your hands, it's just so smooth, man. It comes with this great forend on it. It's got a bunch of like two layers here. You got one there for M-lock sections, in which I got my light a little low. I thought about putting it up a little bit higher, but I kind of like how it fits, just tucked in nice on the side of the gun. The muzzle brake on this, you can time it yourself. It's got a nut back here. Let's see, let's put it on camera. That will help better. It's got a nut behind it. Then you can break your shit up here loose. Just turn one way, one the other, and you can knock that right off of there if you want to put a different muzzle brake on it or a comp, or you want to put a suppressor or whatnot on it. It's got some concentric threads, so you can run a suppressor on this. The trigger on this is pretty good. Like I said, it's cleared. We'll go ahead and I'll show you it's clear. But it's got a definite shelf in the trigger. You can see it comes back and it breaks. Let's do it again. Because it's right there. And just a little bit, and it snaps. It's kind of a long trigger. We'll get the trigger pull gauge out. I actually haven't checked the trigger pull on this. Kind of curious myself what it is. Let's see here. I can get it on there just right. That's saying 7 pounds. I don't believe it. No, that's saying 5.5, 5.5, something like that. Let's do it again. This all depends on where you put it on the trigger. Yeah, about 5.5. So I'm guessing it's got about a 5.5 pound trigger on it. But once you hit that shelf, once you pull it in and take the slack out of it, that brake is crisp. Like it's just a nice little snap you get out of there. I'm waving this thing around like it's a magic wand. I'm going to abracadabra on somebody. The stock on this is a bitch to close. You gotta like really push down on it. And I've heard other people are like, "Oh my god, it's so hard to do." But if you do it just right, you can kind of pull it in, and it's kind of sits out like that. But if you want it to sit really nice and flush, just extend your stock out, and it lays down almost completely flat on the side right there. Then to open it back up, you just flip it out, pull your stock back in, and then you hit the microphone and make a noise in your ears. But yeah, I can't say enough good things about this gun. Like I love this thing so much. It's also got a dust cover right here, and it helps keep dust and dirt and grime and shit out of there. There's no port cover on this side like an AR's got. It's just like an AK, except it's left hand side charging. Um, you can see your bolt there. It comes apart just like an AK, except it's really really hard to get apart and put back together. You got to almost use a hammer to put this top cover back on. I hit it a couple times when I put the top cover back on, and it really hurt my hand. So there are other videos showing how to take these apart and put them back together. Like I say, if you can do an AK, you can do this. It's just, I'm telling you, you got to work to get this thing off and on, especially on. So I'm not going to take it apart. Like I said, I've only got 400 rounds through it ish, maybe 5. And I don't want to take it apart right now. So I'm going to get 1,000 or more rounds through it. Then I'll take it apart, clean it, lube it, and put it back together and run another 1,000 rounds through it. But yeah, I would totally recommend picking one of these up if you're interested in an AK that's got some room for accessories and whatnot on it. I know Palmetto State makes AKs that have 4 ends on them and have a nice M block, and some have Picatinny all the way around it like a quad rail. But me, this thing is just smooth. There's a lot you can do with it. It's got a lot of rail space on it. The optic really seems to hold 0, even though it's on a top cover. This is a very, very stiff top cover. Like I don't see this thing ever losing 0 because it's so hard to get off and on. Like your mag just rocks and locks in like a regular AK does. It's got your paddle mag release. It's kind of extended, so sticks out a little farther than an AK does. It does not have last round bolt hold open, so when you fire your last round, that's all you got. You gotta put your mag back in it. You gotta charge the handle, and you're ready to roll again. Yeah, this is my second IWI gun. I have pretty much become a simp for IWI. I've got the Tavor 7, and I've got the Galil Ace 76239 Gen 2, and I just don't know which one I want to get next. I'm really up in the air about it. I have thought about getting the Galil 308. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens in the future. But yeah, man, if you got any questions about this, drop them in the comments. I'll answer the best I can. And if you're on the fence about getting one of these, just throw your leg over the other side of it, go to the store and buy one because it is well worth the money. It's also got multiple sling attachments on it. It's got a standard sling attachment here if you want to put your clip-on sling. The stock has on both sides. It's got quick detach. It's also got quick detach up here in the front also, so you can run your sling, there, or there. Which I got a Wilder tactical sling. It's just off the gun for the review. I really like that. If you guys haven't checked out Wilder Tactical, check them out. I got the padded thin sling. That's a really dope sling. Like I wouldn't mind having another one for just to have laying around for something else. Oh, and it's also got storage built into the grip. I keep an extra couple batteries in there for the EOTech and these. I keep just CR123s. Um, they fit, but you know you're not going to fit a whole bunch in there. But as always, man, thanks for watching. Stay safe, and let's take back our Second Amendment.